You know, for almost 50 years, there's been this one single 72-second blast of radio waves from deep space that has remained one of science's greatest unsolved mysteries. It's a true cosmic cold case, and it continues to baffle and just fascinate astronomers. So let's dive into this detective story and see what we can uncover.
And it all started right here, with this moment of just pure, unscripted discovery. When astronomer Jerry Ehman was looking over the data a few days after it was recorded, he saw something so startling, so perfectly in line with what he was hoping to find, that he just scrawled one word in the margin of the computer printout. And that one word, wow, gave the signal its legendary name.
So what was it? An alien beacon, some kind of freak cosmic event, or something else entirely? Well, to find out, we've got to go back to the very beginning and look at the evidence, piece by puzzling piece. All right, so let's set the scene for the moment this ghost signal first appeared on our cosmic doorstep. So picture this. It's a quiet Monday night. The Big Ear telescope is doing what it always does, just scanning the sky as part of a SETI survey. You know, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Nobody was even watching in real time. But as the Earth turned, the telescope's beam swept across a patch of sky over in the direction of Sagittarius, and it caught, well, something extraordinary. Okay, so to really get why this one little signal caused such a huge stir, we need to break down the clues hidden inside the data itself. What exactly did the telescope hear? The number one clue here is the frequency. The signal showed up right at 1420 megahertz. Now, this is known as the hydrogen line. And look, this is not just some random frequency. It's a cosmic constant, a natural beacon sent out by the most common element in the entire universe. Scientists had theorized for ages that if any intelligent species wanted to send a message, this would be the universal watering hole to do it on. Plus, it's a protected frequency, so human transmissions are forbidden there. So you see this code 6EQJ5, and you might think it's a message, right? Well, it's not. It's actually more like a graph. It just shows how intense the signal was over time. The code shows the signals starting low, then rising dramatically to a peak at the letter U, which was a whopping 30 times stronger than the background noise, and then falling away again. The key here is, this is the perfect bell curve shape you would expect from a single, distant source as it passes through the telescope's beam. So, let's just put it all together. It was incredibly strong. It was at the perfect frequency. It had a narrow, technological-looking profile, and it had the exact shape scientists were looking for. I mean, it ticked every single box. But there was a catch. See, the telescope had two receivers, and any real signal from deep space should have been seen by both of them, about 3 minutes apart. This one? It only showed up in one receiver, and that was a major puzzle piece that just didn't fit. So the logical next step was obvious, right? Find it again. But oh man, this is where the mystery just gets deeper. For almost 50 years now, astronomers have pointed bigger, more powerful telescopes at that exact same spot in the sky. From the months right after the first detection, all the way to massive surveys in 2022, the result has always been the same: absolute silence. The signal was a ghost. It appeared once, and then it just vanished. With no repeat signal to go on, all that was left were theories. So let's run down the lineup of suspects, from the most famous to the most mundane. And this really gets to the heart of the whole debate. The arguments for an alien origin are just so compelling. The perfect frequency, that techie profile, its sheer power. But then the arguments against are just as strong. Why did it never repeat? Why only one of the two receivers? And with no obvious star system to point to, well, the case for ET is still just circumstantial. Of course, scientists looked at other possibilities. Could it have been human interference? Nope, pretty unlikely given that protected frequency. What about space junk? The signal just didn't have the right properties for that. In 2016, a theory about passing comets got some press, but most researchers figured out that a comet's hydrogen cloud would be way too weak and spread out to make the kind of intense, narrow beam that was detected. So for decades, the case was totally at a standstill. But then, just recently, a team of scientists proposed a groundbreaking new explanation, one that doesn't need aliens at all. Now, to get this new theory, we need to meet a truly extreme cosmic object, the magnetar. These things are the collapsed cores of massive stars, and they pack more than the sun's mass into a ball the size of a city. But their real defining feature is a magnetic field 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's, and sometimes they erupt. So here's how the theory goes.
Imagine a super powerful flare erupts from a magnetar. That blast of energy shoots through space and just happens to pass through a cloud of cold hydrogen gas. The energy acts like a flashbulb, supercharging the hydrogen atoms and causing them to release all their energy at once, creating a brief, intense, laser-like beam at exactly 1420 megahertz, pointed right at us. And this is what makes this magnetar maser theory so compelling. It elegantly explains the signal's strength, its precise frequency, and, most importantly, why it has never been seen again. It wasn't a steady beacon. It was a cosmic fluke, a 1 in a billion alignment of a flare, a cloud, and our little planet that lasted for just a few moments. But just when we thought we might have our answer, the story took another twist. By going back to the original evidence with modern tools, scientists uncovered something new. Just recently, a team digitized and reanalyzed the original 1977 printouts, and what they found was stunning. The signal wasn't just strong, it was over 4 times stronger than they first thought. They also refined its frequency and managed to pinpoint its location to 2 much smaller patches of the sky, which pretty much ruled out terrestrial interference for good. So where does that leave us? Well, as of today, the scientific consensus is leaning towards a rare natural event, and that magnetar maser idea is the leading contender. But, and this is a really big but, it's the most likely cause, not a proven one. The case file on the WOW signal remains very much open. Ultimately, the WOW signal forces us to confront this profound question. For 72 seconds, we overheard something truly extraordinary. Was it just the universe making a strange and beautiful noise? Or was it something more? A cosmic whisper that we weren't quite ready to understand? Or maybe, just maybe, a call that we simply missed? The search continues.